Alright, so let's solve the birthday cake candle problem on HackerRank. In this question, we're in charge of a cake for a child's birthday. It will have one candle for each year of their total age. They will only be able to blow out the tallest of the candles. Your task is to count how many candles are the tallest. For example, in the list of integers which they gave us called candles, in this example, we have 4, 4, 1, 3. The tallest candles are 4 units high, and there are 2 candles with this height. So our answer should return 2. Since there are 4 candles, 2 of them are 4 in height, and they're the largest candles in length. So, and they occur twice, we need to return 2. So the way we're going to solve this is super simple. What we're going to do is we're going to create a tree map of integer to integer, and we're gonna call it map, and this is gonna be equal to new tree map. The idea, what I want to do is I want to store in this integer, or our key, I want our key to be the length of the candle, and the second integer, or our value, I want that to be the number of occurrences within the list of integer candles that they gave us. And then what I want to do is I want to take advantage of the tree map, since what tree map does is it automatically sorts keys, not values. It sorts keys in ascending order, and therefore all I'd have to do is retrieve the last key, which the tree map has a function for us to do that. It also has a function for us to retrieve the first key, but we don't need it in this example, because the last key, since it sorts in ascending order, the last key is going to be the largest key. So we're going to loop through every int candle in our candles list. And then what we're going to do is we're going to map dot put the candle which we're looping through, or the current candle which we're on. And this is going to be our key. For our value, we're going to say map.get or default 0, or candle 0, and then +1 to account for that candle. And so what we're saying here is we're looping through every candle in candles. So if this is our example, every candle in candle, we'd start with 4, map.put 4 as our key, and its value is going to be map.get or default candle. What map.get or default will do is map.get will look for candle and retrieve its value. But if candle doesn't exist in our map, which in our first iteration it doesn't, it's gonna or default 0 as a value. And regardless of the candle existing and retrieving its value, or the default, which is 0, we're going to add 1 to it in order to account for that candle. So finally, what we have to do is return map.get map.last key. Okay, so let's submit it and see if it works. So yeah, it seemed to run on every test case. Congratulations, thank you very much. So that was the birthday cake candles problem on HackerRank. I hope you found this video helpful, and thanks for watching.